Welcome back to the Personal Foul Podcast. I'm your host, Colton. Guest alongside me is my co-host, Phil. How the heck are you, good sir, and Merry Christmas to you and your family.
Yes, Merry Christmas to you and your family as well. I'm happy as well as you are because I'm going to 2 Super Bowls. You're going to one. Your Uncle John is in one. It's Super Bowl week for fantasy football. Who's pumped? I know you are.
Yeah, I'm in 3 leagues this year, and I made the Super Bowl in 2 of them.
In 2 of them?
Yeah, 2 out of 3. Nice 2 out of 3 clip for me. So I'm looking to go back-to-back in my brother-in-law's league. I sadly beat Christina this week. I know she's not too happy about that.
But that's a shame.
I came back to beat her after the Puka Nakua game Thursday night, which I can't believe I overcame, but I overcame because Jackson Dart was absolutely horrible. But yes, so I am in 2 finals. Of course, I'm in your final in your league, or Tim Hershak's league, however you guys want to view whoever's league it is. But yes, I am in the finals in that. I'm in the finals in that and in my brother-in-law's league, so I'm very happy. But any thoughts from you, Phil, before we jump right into the football?
We'll get into fantasy in a couple minutes. Let's jump right in. I know it's late. I know you got to work tomorrow.
It is late. I do not have to work tomorrow, but I have to go.
You're off tomorrow. Oh,
I am off tomorrow.
We get up an all-night show.
Yes, the great Toll Brothers has given me off the next few days, so it's great.
Before we start, I do want to give a shout-out because your cousin has come home. Justin,
yeah.
Yes, we salute you, sir. Your other cousin Johnny is home. Everyone's over at your uncle's house. The dogs and all the other yahoos, they're all over there. Shut up, Theo. Before you could, Theo's over there too. Will you get rid of him, please?
I'm not doing anything.
All right, let's go.
Let's roll is right. Let's kind of buzz through some of these games. If there's anything that you have to say about said contest, please jump in because I'm going to go through them like a freaking buzzsaw. Right. Starting off with Thursday Night Football. Great game for the NFC West as this division continues to get a vice grip on it. Great game. I fell asleep. Go figure. I could care less. 38-37 final. Seattle wins in OT. Puka Nakua puts up a boatload. Despite all of his off-the-field issues, they win 38-37. Sam Darnold and company, controversial 2-point conversion on this one as well in this contest. It seems like the refs and rules just continue to get in the way of these games. But Seattle wins and takes control of their own destiny here as far as the NFC West goes.
There's a little-known rule where you can't advance a fumble, but you can advance a backwards pass, which is why that was allowed to happen in that game, which is why Seattle won the game. I mean, shame on the Rams. They never should have blown that game. Their special teams has been killing them all year. They blew one in Carolina. They blew another huge one here last week, and they fired their special teams coach after the game, so I don't blame them. So, I mean, there's probably no shot that the Rams get the number 1 seed now. It's going to come down to Seattle and San Francisco, the last game of the year. Yes, Merry Christmas to you as well, Dave. Hello, Pickle.
Interesting result there in the NFC West. We head to the NFC East. Philadelphia locks themselves into the playoffs and win the NFC East. The NFC Least is how this division was this season. Dallas sucks, Commanders sucks, and the Giants blow. Eagles win 29-18. We head to the NFC North, big one. We had a lot of meaningful games this weekend in their division games. Go figure, the NFL scheduling division games late. Wow, that could be good for football. Genius stuff there. Packers lose 16-22. Jordan Love, concussion early in this one. Malik Willis did not deliver the goods. Caleb Williams, fantastic throw to DJ Moore to walk it off against the Packers 22-16. Your team you called this season. And Phil, we have a lot of people looking for you to show you your pickle, apparently, in the comment section.
I got something else to show them. I got a trophy, a fantasy football trophy that I have to defend in the Tyler's League, but we'll get into that later. We're going to try to be quick today.
Yes, thanks, Phil. Saints win 29-6 over the useless Jets. Chargers win 34-17 over the Dallas Cowboys. Buffalo wins 23-20 over the Cleveland Browns. What's that?
That was a crazy game. I thought the Browns were going to pull that out. Buffalo, outside of Cook, they looked like hell, and Allen got hurt in that game.
Yeah, Josh Allen a little banged up in that one. Kansas City, another torn ACL for another quarterback. Gardner Minshew goes down, blown ACL. Titans win 26-9. At the AC unit, an absolute dumpster fire game, 16-13 Vikings over the Giants. J.J. McCarthy scores, gets hurt, does not return to the game. He's getting looked at again. I believe it's his hand. He's got to stay on the field. As much as I try to defend J.J. McCarthy, he has to stay on the football field. Vikings win 16-13. Big one in the dumpster fire known as the NFC South. Panthers win 23-20. Ryan Robinson, where are you in the comments? I could give a rat's ass, by the way. I bet your damn Panthers are getting one and done in the playoffs. I don't care. They win 23-20. McMillan, late touchdown from Bryce Young. They win. Your Dolphins lose 45-21 to the Bengals. A little too late for Joe Burrow and company as they absolutely steamrolled. Thank you to Chase Brown for 3 touchdowns in the third quarter. And yes, thank you. Yes, what happens when you wheel and deal at the deadline. Chase Brown lifts me into the postseason, into the Super Bowl. So shout out Chase Brown. Big one, not division game, but this game meant a lot to both teams. Jaguars at Denver, and they win 34-20. Is finally a turn for Trevor Lawrence. Are we seeing it? This is a game I feel like kind of has to get some conversation piece here. Is it turning the page for Trevor Lawrence?
I think finally, after all these years, we're seeing what Lawrence is as a number 1 pick. He is he came into his own. I mean, to go into Denver and beat them, that was very impressive. I mean, I know you haven't been his biggest supporter for the past few years.
No, I'm far from it.
So let me ask, I've always thought he was decent. He just needed a chance. So let me ask you, what do you think of him now?
I'm also super duper happy with how well he's playing because I have him in fantasy. So of course I'm ecstatic. I'm ecstatic as far as your league goes with Trevor Lawrence. He's been my catalyst the last few weeks, and I was actually deciding between him and what's it called that just started for the dog? Quinn Ewers. I was like, Quinn Ewers is playing the Bengals. I'm like, the Bengals defense sucks, but it's also Quinn Ewers' first start. Also, Trevor Lawrence is playing a good defense on the road. I was like, oh, God, do I want to go Trevor Lawrence? Because he never seems to get it done in the big game. Had a little meeting there with our first place man in our picks, and Alex won. He asked me a question. I was like, do I start? He asked me a fantasy question. I returned it back to him. Do I start Trevor Lawrence? And he goes, I would stick with him. You don't know what you're getting from Quinn Ewers. And that was also my mindset, but I kind of needed that reassurance. And I got my reassurance, and thank God I did. So shout out Alex Lund for the pick.
Hold on, Alex. You still suck.
He does not suck. He's, I believe, I have to check the picks. Oh, boy, he went 3-0 in picks this week. Bauer. 2-1. Alex takes the lead. Oh, no.
Shame.
We'll get to that. We'll get to picks a little bit later. But a little sneak preview there. Alex takes the lead as going 3-0 on picks this week. But we continue on with the NFL games. But big one for Jacksonville on the road. They win 34-20. Trevor Lawrence delivers. Falcons, big A. They win 26-19 over the Arizona Cardinals. That team sucks.
Both of them do.
Raiders test the Texans this week. 23-21. That was my loss of the week. You went 1-2. I went 2-1. I would have been 3-0. Houston dumped 14.5. Yeah, they didn't come close to covering that. They won by 2. Raiders gave them a run for their money in this one, but the Texans do win 23-21. We head to a big one. Game meant a lot for both teams. And Uncle John, piss off. God, watch how you probably would have more viewers, but it's because the show would be a train wreck. Is why you would have viewers for comedic relief. Big game for both teams. Steelers at the Lions. Steelers win 29-24. For a guy I crap on quite a bit in Mike Tomlin, this team, I think
you owe him an apology.
I do owe Mike Tomlin an apology, and I'm not going full board apology. If the Steelers win a playoff game, if they get in, which I do think they're going
they're getting in. They're winning the division.
I think they are as well. If the Steelers get in, I will have a scroll of an apology for Mike Tomlin if they win a playoff game. That is when I will do that. But I will give him his credit. This team has had the pants pulled down at home 3 weeks ago against Buffalo. Fans booing Renegade, fire Tomlin chants. And I was like, holy cow, we're finally getting on the wagon. And kind of knew they were going to beat Baltimore. That's just like a Steelers spot. The walls are caving in on Pittsburgh. Mike Tomlin rallies the troops. They beat the Ravens in a big one that they needed to have on the road. They got it. They win. Who the hell did they play? Oh, the Dolphins last week. And then a big one where, again, Steelers are absolutely banged up on defense. No James Pierre. They lose, what's his name? Not Juan Thornhill. Eccles in the nickel. And no TJ or Nick Herbig. They're two leading pass rushers, not in this contest. And I'm like, oh, boy, on the road. The run defense sucks. I'm like, Jahmyr Gibbs is going to run for 500 yards and 4 scores.
We all thought that.
And, they had, I think, 15 yards total of rushing offense. So the Steelers defense has absolutely put the vice grips on the last few weeks. And let me ask you this question, because I kind of had this discussion with Steelers guys the last few days about it. I actually think the Steelers have a shot in the playoffs. And this is the first time in a while where I always do the joke, they're going to get waxed as soon as they get in the dance. I think this team could cause problems. And I say this because we have a lot of inexperience going into the postseason. Drake May, never been there. Trevor Lawrence hasn't done it enough. Justin Herbert definitely hasn't done it enough. Bo Nix hasn't done it enough. Josh Allen, that is where, okay, cool. I know he hasn't won the big one, but, okay. There's
JoJo. See, you all wanted JoJo. There he is.
See, everyone's obsessed with JoJo. We're going to have,
I know. Come say hi to your fan. You got more fans than I do tonight, which I can't believe.
I don't care, honestly. Tell them, have fun. Merry Christmas.
Well, it's all the people you're going to go see. They're all on the podcast.
I know that.
Thanks, JoJo. Appreciate your lovely input there. Do you think the Steelers can win a playoff game or two and kind of go on a run?
I absolutely do, because when I said this in the beginning of the year, you can go back to the videotape, I said Aaron Rodgers is going to make a difference on this team. You yelled and screamed and called me an idiot and this, that, and the other thing. I even broke Aaron Rodgers before anybody thought it was possible. That's how far back I was going with this. Aaron Rodgers will make a difference in the playoffs. He absolutely will. Now, the question which you have not brought up yet, and I'm surprised, is your hot-headed wide receiver. What is he going to be doing going through in the playoffs? Because they absolutely need him if they're going to win a game or two. You know that. You have to have your best receiver, be available and ready, not go after fans and make up things, apparently, because this is all nonsense now that the blue-haired guy was saying racism and all that. It was caught on video. So your guy's out 2 games to the rest of your – hopefully it shouldn't hurt you. But, I mean, you're going to need him for the playoffs, and his head's got to be on somewhat, not falling off, his neck or whatever. But so let me ask. I think the Steelers are going to win a couple of games, unless they go to Buffalo in the second game. If they go to Buffalo, I think they're not going to win that game. But I agree. There's so much inexperience in the AFC. The AFC is up for grabs. Tomlin has probably the best coaching experience out of all of them for these types of games. There's no Kansas City. There's no who was the other good team? That was the Chargers may beat her. Harbaugh. They're another sleeper. Steelers and the Chargers. They're the Chargers. They always seem to fail, in the end. Jacksonville, I think, can make some noise, but I would not be shocked if the Steelers go very far in the playoffs. I've been on them all year. I've picked a lot of their games this year, and they have been good to me. The only reason
they have been good.
What I can't stand is that you root for
this. Except for this past week, they were not good to you.
No, they weren't good for me this week. I did take Detroit because I thought they were going to slaughter them, but no, Steelers are for real. I mean, they won a huge road game. Absolutely. And Gainwell, my God, he's been a huge asset for them. The Eagle fans, I hear them screaming, why did we let Gainwell go? They did, and, they've missed him terribly. But I do think Pittsburgh's going to go very far in the playoffs.
Yeah, we will see. I'm very excited to see them get in the dance, but it's definitely important, especially since they upheld DK Metcalf's 2-game suspension, which I think is asinine, by the way. Sure, you want to give him one? Absolutely. He shouldn't have
Oh,
walked
come on. He should have gotten 2 in the playoff. You can't go after fans. What did he even go back there for to begin with?
That's what I'm saying. I think he should have gotten a game, but if there's actually that, like, the racial stuff that was apparently said,
It wasn't. So
what's
now
that?
he's fabricating. Go to the videotape.
There's no videotape of him like up close. So like, if he actually said racial stuff to him, there's no one up close to a video of that to confirm.
He
or
shouldn't
deny
even
it.
been back there by the fans.
I agree. That's what I'm getting at. He should definitely get a game. I don't care what the guy said to him. Because
I would have given him more. I mean, you can't have that. You cannot have players in any sport going after any fan. That's an absolute disgrace.
That's a discussion for. By the way, no, that's a discussion for another day. This is way too short of a podcast tonight for that discussion.
Yes, that's not my rant.
I do think fans think they have purchasing a ticket that they can say whatever the hell they want to these players. Sometimes crossing lines, and they just get a slap on the wrist. Like, oh, you can't come back here. Like, okay, I'll buy tickets.
You see all these fans getting banned for life from stadiums now. So no, I disagree with you on that as well. We'll save that for another.
Yeah, but how many? Yeah, you can get into a stadium. Don't worry. You buy tickets through a freaking buddy. Get it transferred to your phone. Like you can get it. Like that. Let's stop acting like it. I mean, unless you're an absolutely ginormous person like Dave Portnoy, you're gonna sneak into a stadium and not get noticed. Hate to break it to you. Like wear a hat. Wear a freaking mustache, grow out a beard, grow your hair, dye your hair. You can get in the stadium. Don't let it fool you. Sunday Night Football. Patriots win 28-24. Ravens. Lamar Jackson gets hurt in this one. Does not come back into the game with back pain. I know a lot of stuff's coming out about Lamar. Is he quitting out on the Ravens? I think Harbaugh's screwed if they don't magically get in the playoffs. I think he's fired. Possible guy for the New York Giants. That is kind of like a little thrill out there for the Giants. We go to Monday Night Football. Philip Rivers keeps it interesting for a little bit, throws a late pick 6 in this one. 49ers win 48-27. I think Kyle Shanahan's one of the best coaches in football. This team is dead. This is IR Central in San Francisco, and they are right up here fighting for the NFC West. CMC is a dog. Purdy with one of his best games of his career yesterday. They're a good team. The NFC West is going to be fun the next few weeks. That's going to be must-watch television. Yes, any other thoughts from Week 16 in the NFL before?
I mean, the Niners go as CMC goes. He's been healthy all year, and that's why they've been winning. It doesn't matter who's at quarterback. As long as you have McCaffrey back there, they're going to win. That's pretty much the bottom line with them. Pretty much, give and take. I was very surprised at how the Bucs played. I thought they were going to come out and give a better effort. I don't know why they've stopped throwing to Ibuka. I mean, he's been all world, and then all of a sudden, you just stop throwing the ball to him. That was my biggest take of the weekend. And Kenny Warren, who lost by a point to go to the Super Bowl, was very angry with the whole Ibuka thing. And Jonathan Taylor not getting a single point in the fourth quarter last night. So I'll let you have fun with Kenny on that. But other than that, it really wasn't, nothing out of the ordinary outside of the Steelers this week.
So where is Karen Warren? Yeah, I'm glad everyone's getting the memo. Karen is quiet tonight. Karen sucks. And again, no picks last week. Karen Warren sucks. Nothing from Ray Trimble last week. Yeah, I got to tell you, your little committee crew is falling off a cliff on picks.
And where is Ray Trimble? He said he was going to be on tonight.
Well, he's not. Updated standings, though. My father went 2-1, so he's 26-22. Mike Bowers 29-19. We are tied, Phil, again at 22-15, just in case you're wondering. And Alex Lund, leader in the clubhouse after going 3-0 this weekend, 30-18. So me and you continue to battle it out for a 30-pack. My father creeping into that first place category, and Mike Bauer alongside Alex Lund competing for that first place honors. So me and you are tied now. Floor is yours. Picks. Give me what you got.
Got new props. Thank you from the great Tim Hershak. A beautiful Christmas present. Can't really see it that well, but I'm not cool with this right now. Anyway, picks this week. I am going to start by taking. What? Why can't I get to my screen? Here we go. There are a lot of big home dogs this week, and the first one I am taking is I don't care who's quarterbacking for the Chiefs. 13.5 at home, division game, Denver. I can't see it. Is that what you have, 13.5?
I do indeed.
All right. So I'm taking the Chiefs, 13.5 at home. I'm just like, wow. I mean, geez, that's unreal. Second pick I am taking is going to be Jacksonville -6.5. Is that what you have? At
Yes.
Indy?
Yep.
Okay. I think they're riding high right now. Indy coming off a short week. I believe Jacksonville will definitely cover on that game. And don't look now, but the Tennessee Titans are a little scary. They're starting to win games, let alone cover. So I am going to be taking the Titans +2.5.
Yes, sir.
I think they're going to win the game outright over the Saints.
Ooh, that's a rubber. There's a rubber game right there. I have New Orleans in my pick, so there we go.
All right, there we go.
There we go. Is right. I am taking the New Orleans Saints -2.5. Tyler Shuck playing decent football. Chris Olave playing really well as well. God, it's a big spread against your Dolphins. Buccaneers have to have this game though.
That was too big of a spread for me to take.
I know. I don't love it, but I also know that it is Quinn Ewers playing quarterback again.
Yes, he is.
I can't believe I'm doing it. I'm going to take the Buccaneers. This team's burned me so much this season. They have to win this game, though. They have to. Actually, they don't. They don't have to win this game because Seattle plays Carolina at Carolina, and Seattle probably wins that game. So they don't actually need it.
I don't know. Carolina's tough at home. I was looking at that game, too. That was another big spread, 6.5. I took them against the Rams, and they beat the Rams. That's also a 1 o'clock start, I believe, in Carolina, right?
Yes.
Yes. West Coast teams do not do well favored 1 o'clock. That's just my opinion.
I'm going to take the 49ers -3, and Carolina will indeed beat the Panthers. Do I take that? Do I keep that game? Oh, man, I'm wondering if I don't take Tampa. But I am also taking the 49ers at home Sunday Night Football. I've been very fraudulent on the Bears all season. I'm sticking to my guns. Give me the Niners at home to cover the 3. I know Kittle got hurt in that game, but Brock Purdy and CMC are just a problem. Man, God. There are some big spreads.
Huge spreads.
Fudge, man. I guess I'll stick to it. I like Green Bay at home if Jordan Love plays -3.
If he plays. That's the key.
I think he does as well. It sounded like he had a progression in his concussion protocol today. Steelers -3 is interesting, but I don't know.
That's a trap. That reeks of a trap game.
It sure does. That 1,000,000% does. I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna stick with the Buccaneers. I'm gonna die on that sword one way or another. So I've rode with them all season. They bit me in the ass, so I'm riding with them again. So give me the Saints, Buccaneers, Niners are my picks. So appreciate everyone. Get your picks in. Any thoughts on anything else before we go? I know your Islanders. I know your Islanders just beat the Devils before we went on tonight.
Indeed.
2-1.
Nice win. Both Hugheses have shit the bed once again. Because when you need them, they're never
Jack's
around.
Jack's just getting
one last thing that I have to say. Tyler Granato, he runs this, league. He's had this league for 10 years now. I won it last year because I am the champion. And I'm going back to the Super Bowl. Why? Because I am the greatest. But Tyler Granato, finally, he was the number 1 seed in the league, and he finally got to the playoffs. And he's never won a playoff game, 10 years. He made the playoffs last year finally, and I knocked his ass out. But he was the number 1 seed, and the great Kim Hershak came in and stomped a mud hole right into him. So it's me versus him in the finals. You had to see Tyler yesterday screaming and crying. He said he's quitting every football league. He had an absolute meltdown because he also lost in another league, and we all just gang piled on him last night. He was an absolute bitch. You suck, Tyler. You know what I'm going to do with this trophy? I got 2 Super Bowls. You know what I say to this trophy? Here's what I say to this trophy. I hang this right here on the Christmas tree as a Christmas ornament because that's where that belongs. I don't deserve a tree like that. You hush, woman. I deserve big trophies. I am a champion. I don't deserve this little rinky-dink trophy. I am the best. I deserve beautiful things like this, like this. I don't deserve this. This is a hunk of tin. I could probably bite this guy's head off. No, I won't do it. I won't desecrate your trophy. But next year when I win it all, Tyler, I want a big, beautiful trophy. I've gotten championship rings. I am a fantasy champion. Every year I win a championship. I am a fantasy god. I don't deserve this hunk of tin. I want something better next year. You suck, Tyler. That's right.
Oh, you're something else. And
Go make me a damn sandwich, woman.
She's going to come over here and snack you with that damn tin upside your head.
She's going to get slapped with this chain. That's what she's going to get.
She's going to hit you over. She's going to hit you over the head with that freaking tin, man. And, yeah, I mean, you make the fantasy championship because you're in like 10 leagues. Congratulations.
7.
Good for you.
7. Hey, 7. That's pretty damn good.
2 out of 7. 2 out of 3, my friend. Blow me.
You had one fluke year. And it's not about making it. It's about winning it. So next week, you better win it because Will Solis, he's going to be all over you. You know he's a trash talker as well. You have any, words for Will?
I was hoping dearly that Sloan won because Will's team's actually very good. I know I put up a boatload of points last week, but Will's team's very good. So we'll see what happens. I did.
Have some confidence. Talk some smack.
I'm not going to sit here and talk shit and then have an egg on my face if my guy shit the bed. I mean, my guys put up 233 this past week. Easily first place in any single thing possible. By the way, you know what sucks? I saw the points. I saw like where if you check after the game, like and you get your review, like the recap, it shows on the bottom what your record would be if you played them. Like if you played their schedule, I think it said 14-2, and whoever I played, they would have like 2 wins or 4 wins, which is absolutely crazy. They had like whoever was first, I don't know. I forget who the hell I played.
It was Jim. Jim was first all year.
I say whoever I played had like 14 wins or something crazy, and if we played this, they had 11 or 12 wins. But if they played my schedule, they would have had 4 wins. That tells you how good my team was. That tells you how good.
Well, it ain't about what you are right now. It's about where you are next week. Take it from a champion. Take it from a champion that wins every year. Because I am a fantasy champion. And Scott, you suck as well, Scott. You 23 years. You talk about bad luck. 23 years. I mean, this is Rick Sogna's world. He won a playoff game last week. The first time in 23 years. You suck, Scott. What happened? You shit the bed this week. I would have loved to have played him in the Super Bowl. I would have loved to have crushed him this week. Puka Nacua, 3 more touchdowns this week, baby. Let's go. I have titles to win. I will win it all.
Oh, you suck. This podcast was still long. So I appreciate everyone for tuning in. Merry Christmas to everyone that tunes in. Make sure you get your picks in. Make sure you get your picks in for Beat the Genius. Appreciate everyone for tuning in. And we'll be back again next week. Merry Christmas, Phil, to you and your family.
Yeah, Merry Christmas to you and your family as well. Ho, ho, ho. Oh, don't forget, Thursday night. The basement, 8 o'clock. It's open for everybody. I got 2 fresh kegs. Let's go.